Hey Leo, welcome to your longer term, kind of meant to be a monthly read, but I'm getting it out mid-month. But the point is, this is like a bigger read for the bigger kind of growth you're going through over 2 to 4 weeks kind of time period. Um, okay. Oh, if you want to meet your spirit guide, I put together a free meditation to take you on a journey to Temple of the Masters. I'll link to that in the comments down below. But Leo, so what's going on for you right now? Like the core theme of what your soul is growing through. It's kind of like you're learning when to recognize when something is over and no longer worth your effort. And it's like you're ready to make clear, logical decisions, not emotional ones, and not that but maybe they perceived it this way, so now I just got to show them this and then we can get back on track. Maybe they were thinking this, maybe I just brought up at the wrong time. Like you're kind of ready to kind of cut through that bullshit and just allow love, life, career, work to be more simple. And it's like you're ready to just recognize when something is over. So it kind of looks like you're ready to create a little bit more of a stable base for yourself in life. um and the reason why that's coming up, well, it just looks like there's a lot of overwhelm in your life right now. It's like that overwhelm where it's like life just feels like too much. Um, and I think right now, what you're realizing is that some of that overwhelm is coming from trying to make things work that are over. Okay, in your recent past, you get the Ace of Fire. So in your recent past, something happened that made you kind of come alive a little. It might have been anything. It really could have been anything. Just something that made you go, just get that little bit of spark and that little bit of fire back in your life. Um, and so it's kind of like you got a taste of happiness. You got a taste of intrigue and being intrigue and curious about life again. Um, and that's what's kind of made you realize that whoa, I'm not necessarily happy in my life. Um, and so in the now moment, you're kind of hermiting up, caving up a bit. And I think that's what's allowing you to have yourself the introspection of whoa, I'm trying to make some things work that I shouldn't be trying to make work. And that could also be, guys, this might mean you're going through an up level financially. You used to nah, man, I'm broke too, just like the rest of you. But now you're ready to fuck it. Why am I trying to make my life work in poverty when I do have the ability to make more money? Who cares if I was born with a hotter body than others and that gives me new opportunities? I was born with this body because I was meant to have more money, it's kind of like that kind of moment. Um, so going into the near future, you got the Six of Water. So I think you're either going to receive a series of epiphanies or sometimes this spirit can do this via social media reels where you see media reels that really spark up your life and kind of light you up. Sometimes they can replay. Remember how you felt when you were younger and grandma and grandpa were doing this in the cabin? There's going to be something that reminds you of better times and what it felt like to be I kind of want to use the words protected and provided for, but I also just kind of want to use the words where you felt like there was a unity, you felt like there was a team, you felt like there was a group of people looking out for a group of people. So it's kind of like something sparked you to oh yeah, life is supposed to feel fun and good and this and that. You're going through some introspection right now, and it looks like you're going to be opening up to the beauty of teamwork and unity and kind of almost as if it's time that you're I'm ready to craft my family, whether that means kids or not, wife, husband or not. You're just Leo, you're just hitting that phase of I'm ready to create that community, that family. Oh, that's so funny. Your personal power this month is the Ten of Earth, and the Ten of Earth is the card of family. Check it out. It's you got the money taken care of, and you got the kids. Everyone's there. Well, that's funny. They don't have dad there. But the card says a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in little things in life. So your personal power this month, Leo, is to really recognize that You want that feeling of like that when I'm home, I'm safe, I'm protected. Um, it's kind of like what I feel a little called to share with you guys is that, there's like an activated nervous system and there's a deactivated nervous system. It's called fight or flight, rest and restore, parasympathetic versus sympathetic. Just, I think you used to get a lot of excitement out of getting that like challenge and that duel at home. Like, no, my woman speaks up to me. We spar, we duke it out. It makes me feel alive. You kind of like felt alive from that like conflict and that fight. But you're kind of starting to recognize like, wait a second, just getting to work provides that. I don't want that at home too. So it's kind of like you're starting to recognize that you want to differentiate between outside the home and inside the home. And like at home, you just want to, So it's kind of like that person that you're simpatico with. That's what you're like, yeah, wow, Leo, interesting for you. Okay, in terms of, this is outside influences. Outside influences are really starting to see you like come into your own. Outside influences are starting to kind of like recognize that they can't push you and bully you around anymore. It's almost as if outside influences are going to recognize that their old manipulative tactics aren't going to work anymore. So I think that they're going to try the more genuine approach with you. I just don't think that the people that are like in your super close circle right now are like honestly able to have healthy relationships, Leo. But they're going to try their best to like they're just going to recognize old manipulation tactics aren't going to work. Like he sees through those now. So sometimes that means they might try a different way to manipulate you. Sometimes they might try the direct route and might try to be healthy. I think, Leo, you're going to be a little surprised that some relationships you're going to recognize like, whoa, this is the social price I've been paying to maintain this relationship. This is the mental load I've been carrying to maintain this relationship. This is the emotional load that I've been carrying and providing you to maintain this relationship. I think you're just going to kind of realize like, whoa, this isn't worth it. And I think it's going to be one of those moments where you're like, F my life, holy crap, look what I created. You'll have like a brief sad moment, but like then you're a Leo, so then you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go create a new, better life. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears, this is interesting. So you're just feeling stagnant. You're just feeling like kind of stagnant and stuck in life. And it's kind of like you don't have clear direction in your life. You don't have this is what I want my life to look like in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. So it is kind of like, well, F it. I'll just bop around here for a while. Well, F it. This seems fun. I'll go play over here for a while. So I think it's because you don't have that longer term vision. And it kind of feels like, Leo, it's kind I don't know, something happened in your life that definitely made you go, okay, well, this is where I got to be for a while. I got to like make do and make it work here, which, like, I don't know, man. Maybe you had a visa in another country and it got revoked, or maybe you went to the other country and you're like, oh my God, this other country isn't worth it. So you had to like go back to your country and you're like, oh crap, man, I guess I better make it work here. Or maybe like, you had a kid with someone and they like ran to a different state. So then you ran to the state too and like had to follow them. It's something like that. Okay. That it's like, well, I got to make it work here. I got to make do. Okay. And so like, when situations like that happen, like in the beginning you do, it's like, whoa, I'm in a new territory. I just got to hunker down, got to get a safe job, got to make it work here, got to get a few friends. So I have a little like kind of, mental, emotional stability. But then once you get like semi-stabilized, then you can start going, all right, so if this is the environment I'm in, now what do I want to create? Now that I'm stabilized and stable, how do I want to create? What do I want to create? So know that you're stable enough now that you can start creating again, Leo. In terms of your outcome, well, this is a good card to be getting. This is kind of like the slow and steady work and effort card. Like you're going to start being more intentional, like, All right, I don't like my life exactly as it is right now, so let's start changing some areas of it. I don't think you're going to be ending any relationships. I think you're going to be becoming aware of the price of each relationship. And you're going to become aware of like, oh, they were just trying to get this out of me. I don't want to like I don't think they were like manipulative cunts in a bad way. I just think that they like I don't know how to say it to you. Like God, this is a really crass example coming to my mind. It's kind of like let's just use the typical guy girl example, enter in a relationship and you're like, I want my freedom. And the woman's like, okay, fine. But I only feel comfortable if they come to you, you don't chase them. And then like one comes to you and then it changes to, oh, well, you have to ask my permission for her. And like, well, I don't feel comfortable. Well, so like it's kind of like they're saying what you need to hear so that you can think like, cool, I got the freedom that I want. I can have the variety that I want. Cool. But then like in reality, you don't actually have it because they changed the story to like, well, I need you Thursday for this reason though. And then we got all this planned, so you're only really free next Thursday. Oh, well, the other person's not free. So like, are you really free? It's just one of those cases where I think they're saying what you need to hear, but not actually providing what you want, what you need, or providing what they say they are. Um, and I think you're just going to start to become aware of that illusion. And then once you become aware of that illusion, like, I'm not actually quite getting what they're saying, that's when you're going to become aware of, well, when I thought I was getting that, I was willing to do this. And like, that's actually a lot of work. Like, I hope that makes sense. You're just going to start becoming aware of the social load, the mental load, the emotional load, like the physical load of the relationships in your life. You're just going to kind of like, you're just going to start becoming aware of it as you start making small, deliberate actions of like, okay, I'm going to start improving this area of my life. And this is where you're going to recognize that it's like your thoughts need to change in order for your outer world to change. All right, Leo, if you want help with that, I did put together a free manifesting course, how to manifest, how to change your thoughts so the universe could actually give you what it is you want. I'll link to that in the comments below. I hope this reading helped you. And don't forget, guys, I go live every Tuesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time with free mini reads. So come hang out. Lots of love. Bye.